Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for clicking on the link. It's Neo. Gonna be tracking four major items on this video. The S&P 500, silver spot price, SLV, and A-Mark precious metals. We've been doing it for quite some time now. I think it's been about 3 months since I've been doing this, and just trying to figure out the ebb and flow of the whole market. A lot of people don't relate silver spot price to the stock market, and I beg to differ. I feel like silver spot price falls as the stock market falls, and so S&P 500 is a major contributor to how the market moves. So I'll be looking at that right now. I got it off to the side. Year to date, 10%, 10.46%, about 400 points up since the beginning of the year. That's pretty crazy because we already had a half dip. What I mean by that is the S&P 500 peaked at the end of July. It was up 20% year to date. Now it's half of that is gone. It's gone. So since August 1st all the way up till now, August, October the 20-something, 22nd, 23rd, it's lost half that value. So what I'm thinking in the background, in my head, is as I buy stocks, as I accumulate the S&P 500 ETF, I get a mutual fund. I don't know if you guys, if I've shared already on the video, I buy into a mutual fund. That's a no fee, no front load fee, and that's what I've been kind of dollar cost averaging in. Right now, it's down half of what it's gained for the year. So right now, I think it's a perfect opportunity to start dollar cost averaging in. So I'll be doing that every other paycheck, every other week as I get paid bi-weekly. So usually I'm taking out about 12.5% right now. Again, I'm still clearing debt. This debt is horrible, man. So anyone who's listening out there who's got a bunch of debt, man, these interest rates just are horrible. I've been clearing my debt since 2020, ever since the pandemic stopped and we didn't have to go to, we were kind of on hold to go to work. Bills continue to come in through the mail. They're still, charging you. So you had to figure something else out. Especially it was a good time to reflect on my, my money habits, financial literacy, all that stuff. All that good stuff is kind of when I took my journey of trying to become debt free. So anyone who's out there who's struggling with debt, kudos to you to keep going, keep getting, motivated to clear that debt. I hear so many good things about people who are debt free and just accumulate assets now. And it's something that I'm eager to reach in my life. So we're going to continue to take care of that debt, but we also pay ourselves first. We're the first ones to get paid out of our paychecks. At least, in times where you're kind of restricted on money. What I did is that instead of going out and spending money going out, I completely took away from that. And, it's not that you miss it. As you become financially more, lucid about stuff, it just makes sense to not eat out anymore or not be entertained because the want is never going to go away. It'll never go away, and you have to learn how to control that want. And that's where I'm kind of at right now. It doesn't bother me that I don't go out every week or every other day. Once a month, if something comes up and I really want to go, I'll head out. I'll spend some money, but I'm still conscious about what I'm spending. But it's really good. Again, if you guys haven't kind of like focused on trying to become debt free or get a hold of your finances, most stackers I think are really, really good with their finances anyway. So a lot of them don't really need motivation, help, any kind of thing like that. So kudos to them. I'm trying to get there. But let's move right along. Sorry to get sidetracked. S&P 500 10% year to date. I think that it's going to be a good buying opportunity right now. We've had three big dips already. So can we have a fourth? I don't know. I'm guessing maybe December we'll have another dip. But as far as dollar cost averaging into an S&P 500 fund, I don't see anything wrong with doing it right now. I'm buying the S&P 500 fund and Berkshire Hathaway B. I'm just waiting, man, and I'm kicking myself in the butt when I was able to get it for half the price that it is now. Man, that'll show me not to ever wait on anything again. So moving right along, SLV. Let's see what the the iShares Silver Trust is doing. It's at 21.40 right now. Year to date, it's down about 3%, about 65 cents year to date. Two big major opportunities to buy this entire year. One was in March, about the first week of March. It dipped down to $18, and then it just recently dipped down to $19 in the beginning of October. Those are the two major buying opportunities that you could have bought. I bought that thing at 16 something. I got rid of it when it got near the $24 mark. So, again, so much easier than buying bullion rounds and going to, loading up your silver, going up to the coin shop, getting whatever they're going to pay you for. They pick and choose what they want, how many ounces they're going to give you, buy from you. You don't have much say other than just bring me your silver, and then I'll pick and choose what I want to give you. So the iShares Silver Trust was this stock, ticker SLV, is just so much easier to offload. It's so much easier to accumulate. If you're looking if you are one of those persons who's like a silver merchant who buys and flips, this is way easier. So think about that. A-Mark Precious Metals, it's down negative 15%, almost 16%. $5.40 is down since the peak. It peaked back in July. Again, it peaked when the S&P 500 peaked a couple days prior. And two big buying opportunities, beginning of March and just the beginning of October. So what does that tell you? It follows the S&P 500. When people are starting to buy the dip, again, A-Mark kind of profits handsomely from that. So if you're a lifelong stacker, A-Mark Precious Metals is probably something that you want to look into as everything dies down. Don't buy it now. Obviously, there's too much hype on YouTube right now about silver. But I'm telling you, start stacking this and set it aside and get rid of it when there's a run like we just had. Wow, you can make a lot of money through it if that's your gain, if that's your kind of thing. My thing is that I don't want to continue to work until I'm 60. I'm trying to figure something else out. And there's nothing wrong with trying to get ahead or put more money in the market so it can generate some more money. Long term for you. I think that's how we build a net worth. I know there's been a lot of talk lately about why we buy silver, and we don't really, we're not in it for the monetary gain. I'm in it for both. I'm in it for the monetary gain, the investment value, and also as a protection in case something bad happens with the fiat the fiat dollar, which I don't believe it will, but there's that very small chance. And, I pretty much buy silver as I buy my car insurance because there's a small chance that I might get in a car accident one day. I'll need coverage, and that's why I pay monthly for my car insurance, as you should with silver. I think that's a great analogy, and you can continue to, accumulate a little bit of silver. It shouldn't be a lot, right? We don't take our paycheck and take half of it and put it into a life insurance or car, automobile insurance, full coverage, the whole works. We don't do that. And I think that's how you should look at buying silver. I know some of you guys are shaking your head like, no, you need to, buy 90% of your net worth should be in bullion. I totally disagree. But that's the beautiful thing about stacking. Everyone has their own opinion. That's simply mine. All right. What else we got? Silver spot price down 81 cents, 23.41 year to date. Again, two big buying opportunities. Silver, October the 5th, just like the market, it went down to $21. And then another one back in March, first week of March, it was down at $20.41. I'm looking at APMEX. Sorry if anyone's following along. I got my package from Bullion Exchange. I finally got the 2023 Libertad coins, as I've been collecting them as a tradition. If you guys see my last videos, my early videos, I buy 5 for myself, 1 for my father, 1 for my nephew, and 1 for another family member. So that's been kind of tradition for the last 5 years. So I'm going to continue. These things were expensive. I got these from Bullion Exchange, I don't know how long ago, a couple weeks back. I ended up paying $34.50 for them. That's taxed. So I had to include tax because I didn't spend the $1,500 or $2,000 mark. But we're still buying these, and I spent about $22 in tax. So $22, that sucks. That's almost that's pretty much an ounce. But it is what it is. You got to pay that premium, right? So just for anyone who was interested about going down to Mexico and buying a bunch of Libertads and coming back up here, you can't do that. I just got back from Mexico, and I went and hit all the jewelry shops. And I was asking them about, what the heck's going on? Why are these so hard to find? You can't go into a coin shop and they have 2023 Libertad. Let me open this real quick. And you couldn't find them. And I kept asking them, you know what I did find a lot of? A lot of fake silver. And it's so fake. It's like really beyond fake. You can totally tell. If you're a stacker, you just laugh. You're like, I can't believe that they even try to sell this stuff. But I saw all kinds of different coins. I saw some fake American Silver Eagles, which were, they were about a half ounce size. And they were just so fake. I should have got some videos of it. But anyways, long story short, I was talking to the guys. This is pretty cool. Bully Exchange out of New York. They give you a little packet. That's pretty neat. Shout out to them. Thanks. And then here they are, man. They're all in flips, single file. Wow, man. Kudos to them. Thanks a lot. The design we all love and know. So that's going to be good. Off to the stack. I haven't spent that kind of money on silver in a while, but because it's tradition, I'm gonna continue to accumulate. Anyways, I was talking to the shop owners, asking about why is it so hard to get bullion down there, right? And he was telling me, he's like, no one buys it, bro. Mexicans don't have that extra income to be buying silver in case something happens. It's like they already deal with inflation with the US dollar, right? I think the peso to the dollar was about 18 pesos per US dollar, and the exchange rate was crappy. You go down to restaurants, they'll take 16 pesos for the dollar, so you get kind of gypped on that one, about 8%. Anyways, they were telling me that like all the jewelry that every person there sells comes from Taxco, which is I think south of Mexico City. It's a big mining community. They have a lot of history with silver. All the silver in Mexico pretty much comes from there. But at least the resale of jewelry silver, sterling silver, is comes out of that hub, out of that mountain. And but Mexicans don't have any extra cash to be buying this stuff. It's not very commonly put out there in shops. Like, no one really cares. And it was funny because I was thinking the opposite. Okay, so as an American, can I come down here and bring some buffalo rounds and sell it to you guys? He's like, no, dude, there's no market for it. And it would just trip me out because over here in the States, everyone's looking for Libertads. Libertads are like, just a nice premium coin. I think like ever since I've been buying these, it's been above $8 on the premium. Like every year, no matter what year it is, it's usually minimum $8 on the premium. In 2021, they got up to $20 per premium, just like the American Silver Eagle, which is wild. But that's it. And I've seen YouTube videos all over the place talking about like, hey, we're gonna go get some Libertads. I think I spent like 9 minutes watching this guy saying, obviously it was a clickbait video, and I'm sitting there like, he's not gonna get it. And my dumbass watched the entire 9 minutes, and he just goes to bank, and they say, no, we don't have any. And it's kind of a shocker as a stacker to like, man, they come from Mexico. We can't go get them in Mexico. There's no, other than going to I want to say, if you go down to the Casa de Moneda, maybe you can get them there, and you're gonna have to pay a huge premium for it. But they don't have rolls anywhere. Even the coin shops don't carry them. They might have one or two from an older year, and they might be looking all beat up. But I feel like the only way stackers in Mexico, like Mexican stackers, have bullion is because they bought it up here somehow. And they took it back down, and they figured out how to, the little niche of a market that's been working for them. Buying a couple ounces at a time, bringing it back down, selling it for a premium at the coin shows, and maybe that works. But as far as thinking, like I was like, oh man, dude, you know what? I'm just gonna get all of my bullion and take it down there and sell it at a premium. 6 over, 8 over, maybe even 10 over, and see who buys bullion down there. But nope. So you heard it first. I just got back, talked to the jewelry shop owners. There's nearly no coin shops anywhere where I went. I don't even think there was a coin shop anywhere I went. But the people that deal with silver, straight from their mouth. There's not enough consumers, not enough market for it. So that was super interesting. And then specifically, if you're looking for the coins, you have to go to the banks. Banco Azteca is probably the number one bank that usually holds them, but they said that there's been like a huge drought. There's no more. It's very hard to get, especially in the place that I was at. It was just super hard to get. I didn't even try. The guy was like, dude, you can try, but chances are you're not going to get it. And there it is, What else? I think that's pretty much it. I've been away, so I haven't been looking at YouTube videos. Just kind of, guessing that I hope everyone's having a good time. Accumulating their silver, seeing what's happening in the community, paying attention to the stock market. I'm telling you, it goes hand in hand with silver spot price. Right now, that this little kind of jump, $23. I mean, year to date, we're down. So silver hasn't been performing as well as we thought, maybe. It depends, because I know a lot of people don't have high expectations for silver in the beginning when they're buying and buying a bunch. They have all the highest expectations that it's going to go to the moon. It's going to protect them. They're going to buy 100 acres for 100 ounces of silver, all that, big talk. And then 3 years later, after they've been holding, and those dreams start to fall apart. But again, year to date, $23.41. That's what we're looking at. Kind of wild when you think about it, because in 2021, silver peaked at $27, $28. That was just spot price. Those premiums jumped it way over to $30. Everyone was paying $30 an ounce for silver, and now it's $7 cheaper, pretty much. And there isn't a very big run. We talked about this in the last video. Premium is gone down. Premium's gone down a lot. I'm on Amex right now, and I'm looking at the cheapest round. Let's see where that is. And I want to say it's around $25 now, $26. Because we had the little jump. Anytime there's any little jump, man, all the bullion dealers are just there for, the excitement. Trying to get that premium to pump as much as they can, because that's good for business. That's good for their, their pockets, employees, everything. So let's double check this really quick. We got the Cougaran, $27. That's the cheapest round right now. It was pretty much $27.98. So $28, you guys. $28. Premiums at it's $27.98 to $23.50. It's a $5 premium. It's still high again. And anytime we have a little jump in silver, I feel like that's what happens. That premium comes up. And you just gotta hold your brakes, stop. And I was kind of mentioning this 2 years ago to tell you to stop, because that's what I was doing. But no one listened. Everyone said that I was crazy, and silver in 2-3 years, you're gonna be wishing that you would have bought it at $30. Well, I'm telling you right now, 2 years later, it's a lot cheaper, $5 cheaper. But it's then and there. Moving forward, what should we expect? Again, I'm pretty much convinced that next year in the presidential election, there's going to be a run again on silver spot price. That's my 2 cents. Whether I'm right or wrong, I don't know. Time will tell. But if I had to bet, I would say 60-40 that there's going to be a run on the silver spot price next year during the presidential elections. Gas should be coming down. Pay attention to that stuff. Usually, we already found our next enemy, Iran, who's backed, the war going on with Palestine and Israel. there it is, man. I'm telling you, Putin is over there talking about nuclear bombs with China and all. We found a new enemy. That's good for business. The war industrial complex begins again. I think all the politicians were already starting to kind of dabble in the defense stocks. So start looking at Raytheon, all those other good companies. The problem is, again, you got to have a lot of money, man. You got to have a lot of capital to go jump into $100 per share. It takes a lot of capital to make, a decent, profit. But what else did I want to talk about? That's about it. Hope everyone's having a good time. Any comments or questions I can answer or try to answer, or any good topic conversations you guys want to talk about, please put them down below. Looking at all these rounds, what's his name had some really cool rounds. I think they still do. I think I mentioned this on some of the lives that I've been part of. Let me just double check. Bars. Yep, Bold Precious Metals has those new Scottsdale Vortex bars. They look pretty cool. I might have to get some of those. Yes, they still do have them. Over 1,000 in stock. Valcambi 1 ounce silver bars. I've been stacking for several years now, and it's very rare that I see these bars. These bars are from Switzerland, I believe. They're $44 a bar. They're kind of like that pump. The Pamp Swiss bar, the Lady Fortuna, by far is the most beautiful bar, I feel. Designed, timeless. But these Valcambi bars are very, very nice too. They're kind of, on the little bit more plainer kind of side of design, but still an awesome bar. Again, from Switzerland. $44. You're talking about a $20 premium. I don't know. But if anyone looks into buying, kind of rare pieces, that's a pretty rare bar, a 1 ounce Valcambi bar. They usually have the 50 ounces, I believe, or something else. But go check out Bold Precious Metals. All right, everyone. Happy blessings. Happy stacking.